Why should you join the church? Well, our modern idea of church membership isn't mentioned in the Bible per se, but it is certainly implied. I mean, you can't really read the New Testament honestly and conclude that there were Christians who just wouldn't join the church. In fact, John, the apostle, says in his first letter that the reason some professing believers left the church was because they really weren't part of it in the first place. Now, today Christianity is very widespread. There's lots of church options here in North America. And nevertheless, some Christians still struggle to connect and commit to a local church. But I believe there's reasons to settle down and settle in. On one hand, you should join a local church at least for your own sake. I mean, just think about the assurance of salvation that the church can give you. Jesus told the apostles they were given the keys to the kingdom. And part of that is making sure that the people in the church understand and know and believe the true gospel. But also think of your own needs. You have needs, and the church is here to help meet those needs. Physical needs, but particularly spiritual needs. Think about your own accountability. The church is here to walk with you to make sure that not only do you believe the true gospel, but that you grow in godliness, which is God's will for your life. On the other hand, you should join a local church even more for the sake of others, not just yourself. Think, for example, about your leaders. Hebrews 13:17 commands us to submit to the elders, the leaders of the church that God has placed over us. They're going to give an account for how well they shepherded our souls. And we need to do whatever we can do to make it easy for them, to make it a blessing for them to lead. So join a local church for their sake. Also think about your fellow Christians. Not only do they have gifts to serve you, but you have gifts. The Spirit of God is in you, and He's equipped you to love and to serve other people. But surprisingly, also think about unbelieving neighbors that you may have. When they see you settle in and settle down with a local church, it is really clear that you are a true follower of Jesus Christ. Most Bible teaching churches have some process to formally join or partner with a local assembly of believers, so do it. Whatever that process is, do it. And if you're still unwilling to join, I'd really encourage you to try to identify the reasons why. Are you harboring hurt or injuries from maybe past church experiences? Are you hiding something? Or are you just being selfish or hard-hearted or lazy or maybe even just a little rebellious? What does your refusal to join say about your heart? And what does an unwilling heart say to Jesus and the church that He died to save? You know, Jesus loves His church. He died for it. And we should love the church by settling in and joining a local fellowship.